We need to get in a fit.
And we're back getting ready for the first heat of the last event for the last day here at the Northern California Classic. We're doing Hero Ball, sponsored by Fit 8 over on the Fit 8 Trailside stage. Over in lane number 4, we have Keanu Redongo. In lane 5, Nicky Rogers. Derek Gillette is in 6. Andrew Burke is in 7. Cole Anderson is in 8. Jackson Miller is in 9. Wes Peters is in 10. Hans Kohlenberger is in 11. Rafael Sanson is in 12. Andres Calderon is in 13. Brandon Shipper is in 14. Ilya jeez, oh man.
That was good.
Oh, so good. 16, we have Selvan Ramjahantan. We have 17, we have Christian Ramon. Ricardo Marquez in 18. Ryan Drew is in 19. Cooper Baslogov is in 20.
Baslogov?
Kaylin Weaver is in 21. And Tucker McLemore over in lane number 22.
Oh, Tucker with 5 kids at home.
And what we have here, guys, we have 5 legless rope climbs and then 2 30-inch box jump overs, 5 cleans with 275. They go back over the boxes, 3 legless, back over the boxes, 3 squat cleans with 315, back over the boxes, 1 legless rope climb, back over the boxes, and then 1 squat clean with 325.
Whoa, we just saw Cole Anderson first to the bar, missed 2 of them right there. Hans Kohlenberger in the middle of your screen. The no shirt on.
And we are going to get
a good ref. We got a good rep.
We are going to get a confirmation on what the tiebreaker is, and so we can deliver that news. What you got, Sevan?
I asked him what the tiebreak was. He said the last 2 box jump overs, but I don't understand. Does that mean I think that it has to be either the first box or the second box?
Either you make it to the box or you get over the 2.
If you're over the boxes, both boxes.
Well, that would be him.
So it would be the last box. So it would be the last box.
The last box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him to the bar.
We are here in the Fit Aid field. It's 5 rope climbs. All looks like all the men except for 1 is done with all the rope climbs. No, they're all done. Nicky Rogers with the CEO shirt on. I want to thank RX Smart Gear and Frog Grips. Use NorCal20 at froggrips.com. NorCal20 for 20% off.
Looking to see who's going to come back for their second lift. It might be, is that Keanu Redongo over there? Maybe your first athlete into the second round, working for his set of 3 legless rope climbs. The thing about Keanu, it has always been very, very strong. Every lifting event that they've ever had here, he does really well in, especially on the cleans, clean and jerk for a smaller athlete.
This is Ilya Moskalenko over here, and I know he's going to be able to lift that last barbell. We also have Hans Mohlenberger up here on the rope.
Keanu doesn't have any problem with any of the lifts as well. So it's really for these athletes, for these 3, it's going to be who can get to that last bar first.
We know Hans is a great rope climber. We saw him on Kill Taylor win the $1,500.
There's Ilya Moskalenko right there. With 1 rep remaining on that rope climb. Hans Kohlenberger has 2 as he hops up just on the left-hand side of your screen.
Rafael Sanson to the rope.
Dude, Ilya's got some of the strictest legless rope climbs I've ever seen. There is 0 leg kick at all.
I am all muscle, all rope climb.
That's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Your leader to the bar.
Pat Vellner, lane 10, approaching the rope for the second time.
Ilya set up his weights early, and geez, oh man.
He's not going to have a problem with it.
Was that 135 pounds? I don't even know what that was. Ilya having no issue, and I like the fact that he made his switch on the weights here first.
Oh, no, that's Wes Peters. That's not Pat Vellner.
And listen, Ilya is an ex-Olympic lifter. We got a touch and go by Keanu over here.
He's trying to play
random
catch up.
Touch and go. I don't know what that's from.
Trying to make up a little distance here. But then look how long he rests.
Yeah.
That wasn't a smart move for him. He needed to just go singles. When you have an Olympic lifter that's going singles, you have no business going touch and go.
Absolutely.
Keanu trying to get that last one. Ooh, a little stuck at the bottom there. Comes up, no problem with that strength.
Now,
but your leader, Ilya, is right back to the rope with 1 final rope climb.
You see what I'm talking about with his legless rope climbs? They're so strict, and he's off, dude. He's about to be done. We don't have a time.
Oh, we don't have a time? It would have been a great thing to have.
Wes Peters headed back to the bar for the second time. These guys are blown up. These arms are like doubling in size.
Now the guys are noticeably faster, and Ilya is done.
I don't even. Wow.
That's going to be really hard to beat.
That was so fast. Absolutely no problem on the clean or the rope climb. There's Keanu making his way down. He'll go ahead and set up for his last clean, squat clean. Takes a little bit of a rest as he goes over those 30-inch box jumps.
And dude,
1 down, 2 down.
nobody's touching Ilya's time, man.
No way.
There's minutes gone by right now.
No way.
Sevan's off. Look, he's just running in the middle of the field.
He's like, do you know who I am? I'm Sevan Matosian.
That's-
Keanu Redongo for his last lift of the competition here this weekend at the Northern California Classic.
And
Gets that little pump to get
We're off.
fired up. He's under. Little double bump on the bottom. That actually looked better than the last one. And Keanu comes across and finishes up his
he is
semifinal
excited.
weekend.
So that time to beat by Ilya Moskalenko was 4:30.
4:30. Holy cow. Hans Kohlenberger and Ralph Sensian, both athletes that have worked together on a team out of Tijuana before. Hans having no problem, comes across. One Life CrossFit affiliate owner.
And you got
Hans gets bopped down to the butt.
that's Gonzalo. Hans hit his. He got buried and he stood up. That's Gonzalo. We got a whole lot of guys coming in now.
Wes, I take everything back I said about you. You are a beast, buddy.
Oh my gosh, the grinder of all grinders out over here.
Wes Peters to the bar for the final time. Our executive producer, Matt Souza on the switcher, Patrick Rios on the drone, Taylor Self on camera 1, Bryson Del Monte on camera 2. I'm here with Bill Grunler and John Young. NorCal Classic.
We got Brandon Shipper on his last lift here. Oh,
Wes Peters in.
A fail from Brandon Shipper.
Little bobble there.
We have not reached the time cap yet, but we must be getting close.
And I don't know how you guys feel. This feels like way more of just a how fast can you legless rope climb workout for the guys.
Yeah.
Because everybody's, for the most part, everybody's hitting this last barbell.
As Brandon Shipper misses that lift.
For the most part.
John, you were reporting to me earlier that they wanted to make the weight heavier.
Yes, it originally was 335. I wish they would have kept it that way. They made it to 325. So the weight is easier for the men than the women in this particular workout.
Okay, where are we in the standings? Here it is. 2 of these guys in this next heat are going to Albany to try to compete to be the fittest man in the world.
Yeah, we got Bill Leahy, who's kind of running away with it. He's got about an 18.5-point lead. As long as he doesn't have the fail of all fails, I think he's safe. Now, the race right here, job Hans. The race right here is between Jorge Fernandez and Nate Ackerman. Nate Ackerman is a popular pick to win this event. He's very strong, very fast at legless rope climbs. He won the double-double in TFX, and that's where that's coming from. He is 5 spots behind Jorge Fernandez. So Jorge Fernandez needs to stay within 5 spots of Nate Ackerman. So that means if Jorge gets top 5 in this event, he goes to the games. If Nate wins this event,
He goes to the
then
game.
And Jorge is 6th, Nate Ackerman gets the tiebreaker and he will go to the games. If second and a 7th, Jorge gets the tiebreaker and he will go to the games. Nate has to win if it's just 5.
Right.
If he doesn't win, he has to beat him by 6 spots. And that is who's going to be going to the CrossFit Games for that 2nd spot.
Those 3 athletes that we're talking about, Mr. Bill Leahy is going to be in lane number 12. Jorge Fernandez is going to be right next to him in 13, and Nate Ackerman is going to be in 11th. So that will be the main source of the race and the contention for those top 2 spots that will be going to the games. Obviously, we have some other athletes in there, but we don't really think that that's going to affect anything, even if they aren't beat. We're looking for that 5th or 6th place difference between Jorge and Nate.
Right, and if you're Jorge, you play the Justin Medeiros game right now. You see where he's at, and you just kind of stay next to him.
Oh,
There's no
yeah.
need to push the pedal, and then hopefully you feel better after midway through the workout.
That's the Justin Medeiros way?
Yeah, Justin Medeiros just sticks on. He don't win nothing, but he's the 7th best in the world at everything.
Okay. I thought it was to get a companion dog, but
Mama Medeiros is listening to this. Sevan?
I love Mama Medeiros. No, there's nothing wrong with a companion dog.
I have 2 companion dogs.
All right, well, good. All right.
See? And he was talking good things.
Wait, are you talking about like a service dog type deal? Because I think that's dumb.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
If you'd like to hear more about service dogs and John's real opinion, you can tune into
Is
the
that-
Sevan podcast after the show, and we will be letting loose.
My goodness, 3 long hot days. Man, these athletes have been put through the ringer with variables being changed, things being, switched on the fly.
Jorge Fernandez is at the end of his career.
What?
Even though he's newish to CrossFit, this is a last hope for him. He's not as young as he looks. Whereas Nate is at the very beginning of his career. I think Jorge's pushing 30.
Who's pushing 30?
Jorge Fernandez. And so any emotions make you want to say, hey, let's let Jorge in. Let's get him in.
No.
He gets one? No. Okay.
No, it's
you
not a
earn your
matter.
ticket to the games.
No.
There's no pity ticket to the games.
All right.
Not even a little bit. And whether you're talking about the youth or whatever, like you're talking to the wrong guy to be talking about like you're too old, you've gone back. I don't believe in that stuff. I never have.
Former CrossFit Games athlete Bill Grunler, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I think that people who talk about the age thing, you either win or you don't. And I think Jorge can do it, but this is gonna be a tough one. I like the fact that we come down to something so quick, so powerful, especially coming off of the double event this morning. But as we're getting ready to get these guys started here, let's go ahead and go down the lanes. We have Mr. Gonzalo Del Rio in 3, CJ Gerald in 4, Jace Brooks in 5, Nikita Jungdov in 6, Traven Benton in lane 7.
Craven.
Please, oh man.
Hey, if there was any workout, I know you're reading the names, but if there was any workout to take someone by 5 places, this is the one, because anything can happen on the road.
We have a lot of things that can go down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mike Evans is in lane number 8. Nicholas Bedon is in 9. Spencer Panchik is in 10. Nate Ackerman is in 11. Your leader coming into this final event in the third day, Mr. William Leahy in lane 12. Jorge Fernandez in 13. Matt Brady in 14. Max Krieg in 15. Justin Johnson in 16. Drake Lewis is in 17. Philip Muscarella is in 18. Kevin Schutz is in 19. Ben Wise is in 20. Matthias Porter is in 21. And Trent Valentine is in 22. We have our athletes right there. Right there is Jorge Fernandez blocking out. You know what? How nice is it that we get a little cloud cover here?
Yeah, that was nice. It just
Very
dropped
nice.
10 degrees in the last 5 minutes.
It feels really good.
It's only 89 degrees now. Both Mayhem athletes, Nate and Jorge Fernandez.
And they're off.
Bill Leahy right
Leahy.
there in the red T-shirt, just so you guys, in the red shoes, so you won't miss him. Lane 13, we have Jorge Fernandez with the hat on. That way you can keep an eye on him, too. And
Nate,
Nate
one rope
Ackerman
climb
in
ahead.
all
Nate is taking
black.
off, dude. Nate is in the lead right now. He's got 2 legless rope climbs left. He looks to his left,
Chalks up.
and then he's a solid rope climb ahead
Wow,
right now.
did you see that
He
kip
just
to get
falls.
to the... Man, that one made me nervous. Watch the kip. From so low.
Oh, man, he is flirting with
fingertips.
danger right now doing
Fingertips.
that.
That was fingertips. Wow.
Jorge's kipping too, but it looks a little bit fresher on the rope, paced it a little differently than Nate.
Nate
is on the
way
bar.
out in the lead.
You know what? Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Nate Ackerman
Kicked
failed his
out
first
the
clean.
back.
Spencer Panchik is second to the bar, right next to Bill Leahy. He tries it again. That one's no problem.
Okay.
Just went
All
a little
right.
too fast. Again, now, if you're Jorge, you just got to stay in the race.
Jorge, 2 reps behind Nate at the bar.
Bill Leahy looks great clean. Great clean by Bill Leahy.
Spencer Panchik there in the white T-shirt, white sleeveless shirt right to the left.
Easy weights for Jorge. Easy weights.
Nate Ackerman, who was first to the bar, looks a little bit more concerned about the bar now as he kind of steps away like, whoa,
I
bro,
think
you
that-
weren't supposed to do me like
I
that.
think that first rep scared him a bit, Bill.
William Leahy in the all red, taking a little bit of time. Jorge Fernandez with the hat right in the middle of your screen.
And I think Spencer Panchik might be cycling this the fastest out of everybody right now.
Nate Ackerman coming on back.
Jorge takes a peek at Nate, sees him head back to the rope. Nate first at the rope for the second round.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
grief.
that makes
when
me
he
so
chooses to
nervous.
take off, it is.
He's a good 4 feet below the top that bar.
Spencer in second
Huh.
place. 1 rep behind, 2 reps behind Nate.
I'll tell you right now, my
Jorge
ACL
is
gets really nervous watching him drop from the top of the rack like that.
Now, guys, something interesting. Bill and Jorge both chose to change their weights before they went to the legless rope climb. Spencer and Nate both went straight to the rope climb before changing their weight. So it's going to look like they're in a much bigger lead than they actually are.
Nate Ackerman makes his way back to the bar, setting up for the second weight, which is going to be the 215 pounds.
So now we have two athletes between Nate and Jorge, Spencer Panchik and Will Leahy.
And if Nick wins, there needs to be 5 athletes.
So we're at 2. And Jorge does look like he's doing what he needs to do. Small error there by Jorge as he started to go around the boxes.
Oh, that looks solid. Bill is taking his time. He's got 1 clean left. One rope climb left. Nate Ackerman goes for his first clean, and it is fine. It's just fine.
This event brought to you by Fit Aid.
Nate Ackerman trying to get himself into that coveted number 2 position. Wow, these look better than the last ones. Holy cow.
He just went too soon. He got
Had some nerves.
Spencer Panchik right there on the left, under the bar. No problem there as well. Nate Ackerman.
a little bit of a stutter, but he got it done.
Okay, this is the final round here now. And this is one of the things that Nate really has to start to be thinking about. The guy needs some help. He needs some help from the crowd, from the other athletes. Try to get those 5 or 6 people. And then we're talking about if he had to win, he had to get 5, right? Because then that would be the event win.
Correct.
Nate done with the final rope climb, headed back to the last weight. Nate is doing what he has to do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, the thing is, he still has to change his weights. I don't know if he's going to do this in time. He's got 30 seconds to change his weights and then to do that last clean, or else there needs to be 6 spots.
And that's right, because we had Ilya on that last heat.
Spencer Panchik and Will Leahy still in between Jorge and Nate. He needs 3 more athletes to get in between them.
He's got his waist changed. He's got 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness, 15 seconds.
He put the wrong weight on, Bill.
Oh.
He's put the wrong weight on. He's got to take a plate off. Oh, this is going to cost him a spot right now.
Spencer Panchik at the bar for the last lift. Will Leahy at the bar for the last lift.
Spencer Panchik comes in.
Oh no, Leahy's around behind.
Right at
Spencer
431.
Panchik.
Oh my goodness.
That's the most
Wow.
disgusting clean
Wow.
you've ever seen. Now, he needs 6 people between him right now.
All right, so let's keep our eyes open.
Jorge doing his final rope climb.
Oh, that's
Not looking good for Nate. Leahy and Jorge touch the bar at the same time. Return back to the bar for the final lift.
All right, I
don't think there's enough.
believe Keanu
Traven?
Benton
Oh,
and his weight's
Traven,
loaded
is he
up
in there?
too. And Keanu would have been coming in right
So
now.
that's 3.
Here we go.
Uh-huh,
Jorge
here
with
he
his
goes
final
for
lift to
Jorge.
go to the CrossFit Games.
If he makes
Oh!
my gosh.
That buried
Traven
him to
goes.
the ground.
Traven makes his lift. That's another spot.
I believe
that's
that's
4. Bill Leahy's going for his last clean.
Jorge with his second
Oh,
attempting
much
stance.
better.
Leahy gets ahead.
Oh,
Holy
would've been
smokes!
I
the
think
big
Jorge
one.
beat him. I think Jorge got him.
That
I
would've
don't
been
think
the-
so.
that would've been
I don't
fine.
think so,
Fifth
John. I don't think he beat him.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I
We
don't
need
think
to
he
check
beat
the
him.
timers because he's
Wow.
on the line or Nate did it. That was
Wow.
5th or 6th spots, depending on Bill Leahy.
Someone needs to move the camera in and get a shot of that time card.
Wow.
Judge is over there talking to Nate. I'd be curious to hear that conversation as well. It looks like there may still be a problem with Nate's weights. Something is going on and it is escalating.
Uh-oh. What are we talking about? What do you see problem-wise?
He's got the right weights on.
I see all. They look the same as everybody else.
Now the director, Ben Alderman, is talking to the head judge.
Did he have wrong weights? Did he have? What if he had wrong?
Sevan's going to check it out.
I wonder if he had wrong weights on the second round.
Hold on, dude. The judge.
The guy had the white plate taken off, so I go to put the white on.
Not sure what
The
we're
judge
looking
for
at
Nate
here.
Ackerman seems to have a problem right now with the situation. And I don't know. This has put a damper on this.
Oh man!
You see what I'm talking about? It's just this guy. And from our point of view, it looks like the weights are right. It looks like he put the right weights on.
They look the same as all the other bars that are out there on the floor. I don't know if it was different on maybe the second round or something, and that's why there was that mix-up. I don't really know.
We got a sprinting Armenian man about to tell us something.
So I don't understand exactly what's going on, but when Nate got there, he was getting conflicting information between the head judge and what Nate wanted to put on the bar. and it was by colors of weights. And so I don't know. I think when he got there, his bar was different than everyone else's.
He did. He put on a 10-pounder, and he needed to put on a 5.
Right. Oh my! Oh my!
Right. I know you're hurting right now, big dog. Did you
Dude.
beat Bill's time? All right.
Hey, Jorge, do you have to
Okay.
do drug testing, or can you sit down?
We
Nice
think
job.
that you have it
Absolutely.
by one
Way to go,
spot.
Phil.
But
Congratulations.
it's not good. It's right on the line.
My
If you
goodness,
beat
you can
Bill,
see
we
just
think
the
so.
onslaught
Thank you.
of all of our barbells out there after an
Hey,
incredible
sometimes.
weekend with some crazy athletes. Some
Thanks.
fantastic
Thank you.
races by all of these athletes that have
If
been
you
out
don't-
here
if you don't-
really
the-
getting to work. And I think that's been a testament. And you know what? I tell you what. Thank you, athletes, for giving us so much fun stuff to talk about as we wait to see what the actual result was for that final, to see who our top 2 athletes are. We know.
So we
that
don't
Bill
even
Leahy-
know.
We know Bill Leahy's going.
Yeah, we don't even
that's
know.
it.
All right.
Nate's still out there talking to the head judge.
But
Something is going on.
We don't know what the Nate Ackerman thing is about, but on Jorge's scorecard, he did beat Bill by 0.2
By
seconds.
0.2. All right.
So it is unconfirmed.
So here we go.
Okay.
Jorge beat him on the time. But because the judge told Nate the wrong weights, he lost 3 seconds, which would be the 3 seconds that would have made it so he would win.
You mean somebody came in between Nate and Spencer? Because Nate was in the running to win it,
Yeah.
and then Spencer came in before Nate, and that would have been the 3 seconds. But Nate did have the wrong weights on. If they're appealing
Yeah, and,
that he
and
would
they're
have cleaned
saying
it anyway,
that the judge, he's saying that, hey, I was going to lift it and make the lift, but the judge told me I had the wrong weights on when he didn't.
he was going to lift it with the wrong weights on.
He was going to lift it with the right weights on.
No,
No,
we saw he had the wrong
weights
weights
He had
on.
the wrong weights on there.
He did. We
He
saw
had
it.
he had a white on it.
He had a white on it, and it's a blue on it instead of a white. We saw that he did that.
Okay, well, the information I just got is that he lost 3 seconds because of something a judge told him. I'll retreat
Okay.
to that.
And I mean,
Okay.
And those 3 seconds would make a difference.
It would have if
Of
he,
who's going
if-
to the CrossFit
if
Games.
he beat Spencer. Thank you,
Dude, thank you,
Hey,
Nikki.
you're great, Nikki.
Thanks, buddy.
If he beat Spencer in that workout, he's going. But he did put the wrong weights on. You do have to take it off and put the right weights on.
Right.
Matt Fraser lost to Rich Froning in 15.1A in the weightlifting thing because of that.
So this person going to the CrossFit game, we know Leahy's going.
You know Leahy's going.
But the decision for who now a human is going to make the decision.
No, he made the decision.
He made that
put the wrong
decision. He
weights
could have
on.
put the right weights on.
He put the wrong weights on.
And there was a blue on one side and a white on the other side. It wasn't like it was even even.
Okay, let's say the judge told him that.
Hey, put a blue on one side and a white on the other.
Also, you saw his clean at the end. You add 5 more pounds to that, you don't know what's going to happen. He barely got that up.
Well, the way I'm hearing it is that he lost 3 seconds because of a judge. And if that's the fact, then someone's going to have to make a decision, and that 3 seconds determines on whether he's ahead of Jorge or behind Jorge. So if that's true, what
There
I'm
is
saying,
no way you could take that away from Jorge for not doing something,
Right.
because he didn't actually do it.
If you look in the judge's rule book and you take the judge's course, it says you are not responsible for their weights. They are responsible for their weights. It's your job.
then the judge interfered. The judge interfered.
No,
The
he
judge
stopped him. He said
The judge
that's the
said
wrong
you have
weight.
to put on the right weights. It's not an interference.
And you're saying that you guys know from what you saw the judge was correct.
Yes.
That's from what we saw.
Because we saw he put on a white. The judge came over. He took the white off, and then he put on a blue. There was confusion. Spencer came in after the fact.
Okay, the way I'm hearing it reported,
This has happened
from
in the
my
Open.
sources.
It's happened at Wadapalooza to Austin Hatfield last year, and
yep.
he had to miss his rep because of that. This happens in competition when athletes put the wrong weights on. I don't think anything bad happened there. It was on Nate.
It is unfortunate that it all came down to that one bad decision, but that one bad decision could have happened anyway. Like if this event happened in the first day, no one would have thought anything about it.
Right.
Correct.
The thing is that it's happening now, and it's like the pressure's on. Well, you should have put the right weights on. I mean,
Yeah.
I hate saying that someone can't go, but you can't be a dumb jock either.
I mean, he just got his dreams crushed. I wouldn't call him a dumb job.
I
He didn't
say-
call him a dumb
I
jock. He didn't call
say
him
he was a
that.
dumb jock. I
but you
said
could
can't
you could
be
say
a
you're
dumb
You're right.
jock.
It's
You can't
his
be-
decision, though. It's his decision. He put the wrong weights on. There's nothing other than that. He did that.
Well, either way, he's being consoled by.
And you told me about what I crushed his dream. You're the one like he did that. He's the one that messed it up.
Either way, don't worry about Nate because he's being consoled right now by a very compassionate soul.
Very friendly man.
Yes.
I don't know. I look kind of unfriendly over there myself.
You can go to mayhemathlete.com and get 7 days free. Head on over to RX Smart Gear and you can get a drag rope, heavy rope, all the ropes you want. Frog Grips, froggrips.com. Code NorCal20 for 20% off. Head on over to Fit Aid, sign up for a subscription, have a case of creatine drink, and check out their new creatine product.
And it's still unofficial.
Yeah.
Nate might have still won, and we just don't know it. But we believe, because it was so on the line, we believe Jorge got it and that they tied and Jorge wins on a tie.
We will have more information for you in just a few seconds.
I wish we would have had all the other times from the last heat so we could
Also,
add
make
that up.
It would be only Keanu. Everybody else was way behind. That would be the only other guy.
Make sure you head on over to biomaxpeptides.com. Head on over to the Barbell Spin, the Sevan podcast. JY Barbell if you want to get strong like these guys. If you're ever in San Luis Obispo, make sure you go by CrossFit Inferno, where the legend Bill Grunler, maybe the original OG, owns a gym in the beautiful coast of California. Also, you can listen to Bill weekly at Get With The Programming. Get With The Programming with Chase Ingram.
We are going to talk about this show. We're going to analyze this show next week.
Are we gonna do a post show once we figure everything out?
We need to. Give me 2 seconds. Give me like 5. Give me like 1 minute. Give me like 1 minute.
Yep.
So he wants a minute. Are we hanging out? Hi, John. How you doing? How was your weekend?
I mean, my weekend's been great. I love that it came down to the very last clean. Neither one of the people that had a chance to do it did it on the clean. Hattie Canyon did what she had to do.
Right.
She got ahead of everybody, and then I'm ahead. That's all you have to do.
Right.
Would have been sweet if she hit her clean or Nate hit his clean right in the beginning, but I'm just happy that we had races. I'm happy that it came down to the end. I'm happy for Jorge. Jorge did what he had to do. Him outstretching Bill right there at the end. Bill Leahy about ruined it for Jorge.
Right. I know.
Like
I'd have been like, bro.
Now, and
back.
Jorge missed
Come on
his
now.
clean. And Jorge missed his first clean. There wouldn't have been drama if he would have just hit the clean to begin with.
That is true. That is true. That's one of the things that you can talk numbers all you want until it's 3, 2, 1, go. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, all bets are off. Anyone can win. And it's just about making something happen at that point. So
I noticed Taylor got back there, and all of a sudden there's that one guy's not there over again.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? He's missing.
Kind of an unfriendly situation. It's kind of weird. Is this true?
All right, we have a juicy rumor that just came in the tent from.
Okay. All right, what do we got?
I just went over there
from
and I saw
Blair Morrison himself.
I saw Jorge Fernandez massaging the beautiful arms of Emily Rolfe. I have to tell you that. And I also.
She's married.
But I'm just telling you what I saw.
And not the Jorge.
I'm just telling you, maybe she's got like a cramp or something. But
okay.
But Emily looked wonderful, and Jorge was massaging her arms. Okay.
And you were jealous?
Listen to this.
Is that the rumor?
Listen to this. The rumor is that our very own Taylor Self told Nate to put on the wrong weights.
What?
Oh, no.
Hey, dude. Hey.
Are you trying?
Hey, dude. Listen.
Oh,
Why?
my
Listen.
gosh.
We may have crossed the line of professional journalists, and we may now be the subject of scrutiny, ridicule, criticism.
Hey, you know what?
My skin isn't thick enough to take that.
Hold on. You want to, again, whose job is it to put the right weights on?
Can you tell
we're
me
back
where
to
you
the
heard
meat.
this rumor from,
I
please?
cannot tell you, but I've heard it twice now. The first time I heard it, I blocked it out.
And what did
Like a little kid that had a bad experience with Uncle Buck when he was 5. I blocked it out, and then I just heard it again about 10 minutes later. It was said, and both sources are impeccable.
Okay, hold on. Even if that's the case,
Yes.
It's still his
there
job.
is no way that anyone can say, well, you should have listened to him to pick your right weights to put on.
I want to defend Taylor to the death, but if he's down there telling a 19-year-old fucking prepubescent, muscle-bound meathead what weight to put on, and it's the king himself.
Doesn't matter.
Next to Rich Froning, he's the
Doesn't
fucking
matter.
greatest thing
Doesn't
that's
matter.
happened to the fitness
Doesn't
world.
matter.
Okay.
You know what? I got to pull out my Bryson card on this one.
Okay.
No. The answer is no.
All right.
It's the job of the athlete, period.
Oh, and look at they brought in the big guns. Dom's wife is now fighting with Mr. Alderman. Taylor in the mix.
Dude, Taylor's to the side. He's not in the mix. Oh, yep.
Oh my goodness. Now I don't know what capacity.
Oh, dude, she's getting more angry. Can we get a camera on this?
I think
No,
I see.
I don't think we should.
Okay.
I don't think we should.
Bill.
You want to do that? Hey, man, sure. I'm
It's your
I'm just
show.
on the ride, baby.
She's
I'm
getting
just on the
angrier
ride.
and angrier. I'm telling you.
I saw that vein on her, what is that artery on her neck blow up.
Now, that being said, of course, if you're on Nate's side, you're going to be fighting all over the place for this. Every single thing is going to be the wrong. But
Dude,
if
do
you boil it
wanna
all
go
down,
to the
man,
games on this though, like to take something away from somebody.
it's
you know,
not.
you know
It's
what
not
I mean?
about taking something
No,
away.
no,
There's
Jorge.
either right or there's wrong.
Him trying to take this away from Jorge.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. Like,
It's on the athlete.
it's
No
on-
matter what,
it's
it's on the
athlete.
athlete.
This is a visual art, and they're looking at us dickheads.
Dude.
We should have a camera over
I mean,
there.
if you want to spin
Hey,
it around so you can
dude,
see
dude,
it.
Oh,
Ben's
there it
getting
is. Oh,
angry
shit.
now, dude. Ben is getting angry now.
Executive producer Matt Souza brings us in to the heated discussion. Wow. Brought to you by Taylor Self. Yeah, bring in the audio, Souza. No one even knows that we have audio
Ooh,
here.
oh, dude, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Hey.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, you're good.
Blue. He walks to the other side. Wiki mindset, there's a load of blue. Taylor walks by. He says, no, it's white.
Yeah, one of your faces of your
I don't even think it was him because someone else told me
okay,
first.
fine. This is
And
going
then I
nowhere.
confirmed.
But the reality is, it's going to stand the way it is because this is what
Ben
happened.
Alderman putting his foot
Okay?
down.
I
I'm
said
trying to
that,
explain it.
and that wasn't my place to do so, and I shouldn't have. And it wasn't out of a place of wrong, and I don't.
I think I asked you because they told me two different things at first.
Oh, he asked
See,
Taylor.
I heard Nate ask me which, and I just remember what happened in the last heat, so I said white because I thought the weight was supposed to be 325, and that's why I said that.
What happened last week?
Blues. Set it over there. Red, blue, yellow, little blue.
I just don't want to know what happened last week.
Loaded.
There was a misloaded
No, I really
barbell,
wanna know.
and an athlete hit the barbell anyway and stepped across.
That was loaded too heavy with whites.
Oh, he was right here, the
He
blonde-haired
misloaded
guy.
his own bar, but he did over the weight, and he cleaned the bar and
Yeah.
he stepped over.
In the previous heat, the guy had lifted too much in that
It has
lane,
no bearing.
and that's what Taylor saw.
No, I just
So when
wanted
Nate
to know
asked
if
him,
it
what
was
should I
just
put
a
on, Taylor told
situation
him,
of his
There.
judge, not really.
Nope.
based on the previous bar.
The guy doesn't speak English
won.
very well.
Yeah, no.
Actually, he doesn't really speak English. He uses a translator.
Ilya. It was Ilya.
Oh.
Ilya put too heavy of a weight on.
You have to whisper so we can hear them too.
For sure. I can try to get on this side.
I can hop over
I don't think any punches will be thrown. We are all CrossFitters here. Taylor must feel horrible.
trying to do the
Dom's
Hey,
wife
yeah.
is so mad.
They raised Nate Ackerman.
In this
He was
situation,
he was
I
an
just
egg,
shouldn't
and they
have
got
said
the egg
anything.
and they
And
hatched it themselves.
I know
He was
that
hatched
doesn't
from
do
it.
anything for me.
The dragging of the grate, the
Everyone in the
symbolic
crowd
sound
Right.
of the being over.
Guys,
Adam Neifert, Smith coming by the booth saying hi. Crystal walking like she's
all
been
right.
riding a horse for a month.
Drama at the end of NorCal
Oh
Classic.
my goodness! You want to get Taylor Self on to get a debrief?
I'm gonna laugh when the scoring comes back, and there were three people
I-
in the first heat, and Nate goes anyway. Like, what? Think of that.
We will be back tonight.
Yeah,
With
save
an
it for the show.
Intimate interview with
Man.
Taylor Self. We'll be back tonight with Taylor Self to explain.
We're gonna break it all down.
Dreams were made and dreams were shattered. Thank you very much to Fit Aid, and remember biomaxpeptides.com. Bill Grunler, John Young. Any final words?
I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the podium to be announced. I'm ready for this to all get shown and figured out. And it was a fun competition. I don't know what to make of the drama.
Head on
that
over to the
just
Sevan podcast for exclusive content.
Athletes, thank you for some great races. We appreciate you guys. CrossFitters
Yeah.
for CrossFitters.
happened. Yeah. No,
you, guys.
everybody that's been here, the whole community, all of the CrossFitters. I know we're not saying that word anymore.
No, we don't.
No, you can.
No, we don't.
You just
But,
don't want to.
Ben and Blair, no, the whole NorCal, all of it, the volunteers, we think, and then the athletes. We've got this competition. I don't know about you guys. I feel like so many athletes have come up and said thank you for what you guys do,
Right.
or
It's a
like
very
we
appreciative
love
group.
the broadcast.
Yeah.
They
So-
should be thanking Ben Alderman and
We're-
Blair Morrison.
100%.
But we
We're
do it for
We're-
you guys.
We're,
Like it's,
we're
it's,
bringing their competition out to the fans. We want to celebrate you guys. You guys are the tip of our spear. We love having you guys out here.
even if you know, I say some bad stuff about y'all. Like none of this would be here if it wasn't for all of the CrossFitters around. So.
Thank you for making yourself so vulnerable and working out in your bra and panties and your boxer shorts all week. That was cool.
Can we cut this already?
All right. All right. Are we good? All right.
From the gym to the comp floor, you're better with Frog.
My name's Taylor Self, and I'm doing drugs. My knee's been with me for a long time because I fucked it up. And Biomax peptides are going to make it better.
Taylor found a homeless man on Craigslist to help him learn how to do this. And they made this video to show you how. It worked out pretty well. The guy brought his own, only partially used needle.
Nice. That's crazy. I didn't feel the needle at all. I felt the injection just a little bit.
Jeez.
Nice.
Your skin is so f***ing thick.
Well, there's a lot of scar tissue there on that side, especially. I'm sure. That really didn't hurt. That was crazy. So we do that every night? Mm-hmm. Okay,
For
cool.
like 3-4 weeks.
If you thought it was hard to kill Taylor before this, well, then it looks like you don't have a chance in hell now. You'd better ask to see the manager, uncle. Biomax peptides. Because Sevi and Hiller said so.